Someone is hiding behind fear and illusion in a situation. This could be a situation with a person, place, thing. It could be a career path. It doesn't really matter, but someone is definitely hiding behind some confusion, some fear, some illusion. I keep hearing this song, and I can't remember for the life of me the name of the song, but the lyrics talks about hiding behind their own illusions, hiding behind their own confusion. And I can't think of who it is that sings it. Anyhow, there's a situation or something that you have been hiding behind, the confusion that your logical mind is telling you. You're hiding behind some sort of fear that tells you to not go in that direction, or to not start this, or to not do that. However, the Emperor is coming out and telling me that there will be stability in this situation. Whatever the situation is that has made you feel as if you can't put time and energy into it because of these fears or whatever, it's going to provide a lot of happiness. This is happy home, happy family. Could be marriage for some of you, but it's also referring to brighter days ahead. And I feel like what Spirit is trying to do is show you that whatever these illusions that you have right now are just that, illusions. They're not something that is going to hold you back from your happiness. However, I do feel like this is some heavy energy. I'm getting a feeling like many of you, it feels so heavy that you're just kind of stuck in limbo, or just, you know, like in this stalemate type of energy, not able to move forward. For some of you, it's just because of lack of willpower. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're just so caught up in these fears and illusions that there's no action at all. Now, somebody is coming with a message to share. I feel like this is Spirit coming in ways of intuition, repeated numbers, repeated lyrics. I'm feeling like some of you are having a lot of dream time. 909, guys. If you're not somebody that dreams a lot, then this is Spirit's way of saying that dream time is going to become more prominent. You're going to see a lot of, or even remember a lot of your dreams, what is happening in those. Many of you are in the process of wanting to change this aspect. You're in a process of kind of like rethinking through some ideas, some fears, some thoughts that you've been having about this situation. You're even realizing that a lot of the thoughts that you've had revolving this situation are just that, illusions, so that it's safe for you to move forward. And I feel like even some of you are receiving the clarity that you need right now. That's going to help you to be able to get unstuck. And that energy that feels like, okay, I know what I need to do. I need to do it, but I just don't have the willpower, or, you know, there's just some sort of strong energy that's holding you back from doing something. However, hear me out. I don't feel like this strong energy is Spirit. I don't feel like this is your guidance team. I feel like this is really a strong energy of your inner child that's just like, oh, please don't go in that direction. It's going to hurt me again. So whatever this is that's telling you that, Spirit's saying, you know, you're going to receive the clarity that you need from us. You're going to understand that this is just confusion and illusion that you yourself is creating for yourself. I feel like most of the lessons that needed to be learned, if not all of them, in this situation have been learned, which are helping things to come along. However, I feel like the inaction that you're putting into a situation is kind of making you feel like a stalemate, like something is not going to be successful. But what Spirit is saying is, if you start to put action into whatever this is, you're going to start to see that this situation is going to be well received, is what I'm hearing, or it's going to be something that is very committed. It could even be a marriage for some of you. We have two cards out here that can represent marriage, happiness, coming together of something. But for the majority of you, I feel like this has something to do with business. We do have money coming in. This is an improvement in money. Now, it may just be that you guys are seeing things differently than what you feel like you, or not what you feel like you should, but seeing things differently than what Spirit needs you to see them. And now there's some sort of change that's happening so that you can see the truth of the matter. I do feel like clarity is coming in. This may be a situation where you've felt like you've had to have a lot of patience with yourself. You've tolerated some energy from yourself that maybe you really don't like. Maybe you've kind of went backwards on some things that you're doing with your spiritual life, or just the way that you do things in your physical life. For me, I'll just use an example. When I start letting things distract me, like if I am interested in somebody and things aren't moving forward and I have no control over that situation, I do stupid things like sit around and do nothing, or I'll eat a lot of sugary substances, which I don't normally buy for my home. I'll drink pop, which I never ever buy for my home, but I'll drink it at work, and then I start gaining weight, and it starts a cycle of like filling down in my emotions and, you know, feeling all over the place, and it fuels that ego-ish part of me that says, well, this is not really for you, or, you know, if you be patient, it's not really going to come to you like your intuition says. So it's like all this back and forth type of energy, and I feel like that's where most of you are at right now. I'm being told to switch up here. 555, guys. Look that up on Sacred Scribes. Romance is in the cards for you. It's right underneath the Sun card, which is a card of marriage, happiness, coming together, prospects. This could be some sort of proposal or something coming from somebody, or maybe you're one of those people that the situation could be that you've been thinking about proposing to somebody, taking things to the next level or what have you. And the clarity that you're receiving is going to be clarity on what the truth of the matter is. And I feel like the truth of the matter is that putting action into this, whatever this is, committing to it, following through with it, is going to bring stability, and it's also going to bring happiness. For some of you, it's going to bring money improvements, but not for all of you. Now, there is this message too, guys, of being in resistance. So some of you are resisting this change. However, Spirit's like, you know, the message is if you put time and energy into it, you're going to get out of that stalemate type of energy, and things are going to move forward. And they're asking you to face things and tackle things like this bull head on with confidence and courage. Bravery. Yeah, you're really in control of a lot more than you think that you're in control of. Maybe this is a time where you need to kind of sit back and see all of the awareness, all of the clarity that's been brought to you about this situation, this person, place, or thing, whatever it may be. That I feel like many of you have been directed by a higher power, a force, or some sort of source energy that is bigger and knows more than you. You're starting to realize that there is something that has been guiding you through this situation, and if you just listen to the clarity and the awareness that is brought to you, that you'll be able to push past this energy. Now, many of you are in the process of kind of fighting yourself, fighting your ego. Maybe some of you are even fighting your logical ways of thinking and getting more into this emotional state of being, where you're allowing your emotions, your discernment, your inner knowings of your heart to dictate your choices for you. However, I feel like some of you need to look in the mirror and realize, like, you've been lying to yourself for quite some time, and this lie needs to go away. This illusion, whatever you want to call it, needs to disappear, because it's just putting you at this energy of sitting still, not moving forward, things not being productive or what have you. Many of you may be even doing things that are pretty impulsive. Like I was saying, eating and drinking sugar for me is something that I normally don't do. However, in the past month and a half, I've been eating and drinking a lot of sugar, doing things that are not good for my body. And these are things that I haven't done for quite some time. You know, for me, it's been several years that I bought any kind of pop for my house. So, you know, this is Spirit's way of saying, like, you've got some things that you're putting time and energy into that are distracting you from what's really important. And so they're asking you to take your focus away from any kind of addictions, any kind of things that you've been overindulging in lately, and put more time into this situation, because this situation is the situation that's causing you to get out of your cycles of doing what is right. 9/11, guys. Look that up on Sacred Scribe. So many of you have been feeling like there's a decision that you need to make that is going to either make you or break you. And I feel like many of you know that if you start putting time and energy into this thing that you're already having illusions about, or, you know, in your logical thinking or in your fears about, but if you start putting time and action into this, you're going to start to see that that decision that you made to put that time and energy into it brings a lot of personal power. Okay, it's going to make you feel complete, some of you, whole, you know, just like this together feeling. Somebody needs to hear the number 38. That's not a number that ever has came out for me to give to you guys. However, the number 38 did come out. So make